I sincerely hate this, you guys. I really do. This just doesn't feel personal. And why is the logo there and not there? This to me is one of the most pointless inventions ever, but I can tell you that this is the version of the camera I prefer the most, because there are some where the figure moves along with the steering wheel. I already botched my fucking parking. Anyway, it moves with the steering wheel, and that shit confuses me. I will always be a mirror person, because when I use my mirror, I land perfectly straight. When I try to interpret the goddamn camera, I butcher this, as you just saw. What's up, guys? Fortunately, this is not my new car. I would not be this calm if it were. This is a loaner that Toyo let me have because I was doing an expensive service, and when you hit, I think it's above $500, then they let you get a loaner if they have them available. This is the 2025 Corolla, and let me tell you, I'm not happy with this car. I am so sad at where automotive is going. This is the sports edition. What I can appreciate is the fact that it's a quiet cabin. It's definitely more, what can I say? I like how it's darker, like the theme of it. Of course, it has that new car smell, and you can tell that it's been given some more modern touches. And the material is not that hard plastic. It's a little more leathery feeling, if you will, on the surfaces. But honestly, I think that is inherent with sports edition. But all this stupid technology, the complexity of the radio, all these goddamn buttons, the lane assist, it tries to act like it's autonomous. It really frustrates and disappoints me. It feels like an insult to my education and experience as a driver, because this shit is intrusive. To me, it's a hazard. I didn't go to driving school at all. Honestly, I just made my license experience be take the written exam, then I practiced with mom on some parking lots, and then driver examination, and that was it. At no point did any of this bullshit come up. This is not something my family had. Therefore, it's not like I was able to pick it up from them. It's not like as a kid I've been observing them mess with this tech. And I sincerely don't understand what is the purpose of this. What is the advancement with this? What are we gaining from this? All I see is a lot of screens, distractions, and something that is already dangerous, which is driving, becoming more hazardous by having distractions. Even if this were my primary vehicle and I had the time to set it together and customize it to my liking, say the radio, and adjust the mirrors, adjust the seat, adjust everything, I know I'm still not gonna like it. This is just not a vehicle that speaks to me. When I sat on my car for the first time as a passenger, I was excited. I knew this was the perfect car for me. I could look at the panel and it was super simple. I had dials that made sense. This, for some reason, expresses the temperature numerically as opposed to, oh, cold, hot. It will get cold. It will get hot. I will get my comfort. But this tries to be specific in a way that realistically no one is thinking about. No one is ever saying, you know, I really could go for 69-degree weather or 73-degree weather in my cabin. Nobody does that. Nobody says that. And then look at this goddamn display. Speed control, the cruise control. It is so fucking confusing. I nearly got in a wreck because I pushed the button, lane assist was activated, the steering wheel started resisting me, it started moving by itself, and another thing is I have to fucking manually deactivate it, because if I don't, it will intrude And sometimes I don't know how to turn it off. The fucking parking brake? Is the parking brake active? Or is that just expressing that I'm in park? Because let me tell you, I keep trying to figure it out. I'm assuming that's the parking brake, and I can't find it. I can't get it to work. It's a fucking button now. As opposed to either the lever that's over here that some cars have, or my thing that's over here. Why are levers being replaced with buttons? I hate that. What the fuck is drive mode? I know what that is. That's the track button for slippery conditions. But what is drive mode? Is that to put me in like sports or eco mode? What the fuck is this? Do I have to hold that to then press this? What is that? I don't get it. And on the outside, it looks exactly the same as the 2020, 2021 that I reviewed some years ago. Let me show you. It's springtime, so it's full of pollen, but the rims look okay. I'm not wild about this color. The lights are fucking LED lights. I hate that. It has the little shark's fin. That's like the only thing I'm excited about. I'm not wild about the tail light. Really, I'm not wild about much of it. The only thing that's kind of cool is the spoiler. The gas lid, I can appreciate that they still have this button. I have been in cars where you press the gas lid and it opens as long as the fob is in proximity. Vehicle will turn off if parked for 1 hour, perform auto off. Who needs that? Who leaves their vehicle on for an hour? Oh, but what if you leave a person in there? Why would this person not come off the car? Why won't they leave the car with me? What circumstance would I encounter that? That's a hazard. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I guess for someone like me, this vehicle just does not conform to the kind of driver and person and needs that I have. And I think that's why it's frustrating. And yeah, you guys, I just really hope that my Corolla can last me for hopefully another 15, 20 years. I would prefer it be my lifelong car, but realistically, I know that those things are gonna like break down, and who knows, maybe it'll break in a way that I won't be able to afford repairing. But I'm just saying, I'm just not impressed by all this shit. The seat design, it's kind of cool. It has red accents. I can appreciate that some. But this is definitely not the car I would buy. I hope I never have to buy another one. And if I do, I hope that somehow I can get my hands on a car that's been dumbed down again. Like, don't give me any of these extra features that I fucking never asked for. But I'm not sure. I think all cars inherently come with these downgrades. I'm not gonna call them upgrades. They're downgrades. And people say, Toyotas tend to be boring cars. Your car is supposed to be boring. It's not supposed to be complex. Have you forgotten the purpose of your car? Sometimes you just drive from here to the store and back, and it's a mundane experience. And even if you drive long distance, if you're driving, you shouldn't care about those features. And even as a passenger, you shouldn't care about those features. So yeah, you guys, I hate it. That's why I'm not excited. Oh, new car! When I got my Corolla, that was genuinely an exciting time. Like, it was just perfect for me. I can't say I can think of a flaw in my car immediately, but when I sit on these, fuck. Just fuck. But on the customer service angle, I'm grateful Toyota has this as an option. Chevy does it too. We have gotten loaners from them too. But yeah, stop trying to get creative. It's not cool. And people, stop being impressed. I don't get it. I am having to do a voiceover because it turns out while I was driving, I forgot that certain cars, if you have your USB connected, it will steal the features of your phone. It corrupts it, essentially. I don't have the audio to what I was saying during this segment. The video was coming back muted, even if I play it from my phone or the editing app or my camera roll, it doesn't produce any audio. So I'm guessing it got taken by the car as I was driving. What I was saying was how I can appreciate that as I'm driving, because it's a newer car, it's smooth compared to mine. Mine is vibrating. I feel like I can feel every bump on the road. But this one, of course, given that it's also a sports edition, I would imagine it has more reinforcement on the body. Whatever, I'm not sure, don't quote me. But I can also tell you that the brakes, to me, were a pretty dangerous experience because you touch them a little bit and they overreact. As I was trying the cruise control, it also began to brake as I was approaching another vehicle, and the braking it performed was extreme. It slowed me down so much that now I'm wondering if some of the people I drive behind are performing stupid maneuvers, but in reality is their car controlling their input as a driver. I think that is a hazard. I completely detested the cruise control feature because unless I deactivate the lane assist, I will get in trouble with this thing. It's really dangerous. I will get in a wreck. It's just really unsettling how the car brakes. It brakes at exaggerated rates, if you ask me, or as I plan my braking a good distance away to make the experience smooth. But this one, it almost feels like in an effort to guess that you're going to smash against the vehicle in front of you, it tries to take over, and it was just terrible. I have never been in that situation where I'm literally fearing for me running onto the car in front of me because of how crazy the braking is, or say risking the person behind me is tailing me so close that although they shouldn't be my concern, the braking is going to be so sudden they won't have time to react. And over here I was saying that I was grateful I have that little extra window there because it covers a blind spot that in my personal car I don't realize I have, because I actually move my head around to wave around any obstacles, any obstructions to my vision. So in a sense, it's kind of pointless. We back here. I can feel my energy and confidence coming back to me.